guys, today we're talking Monopoly boards. I have a pretty big collection of Monopoly boards, and so we'll kind of fly through these. The one you're looking at right now is just, it's in the classic car, it's in one of the tins. This came out in 2001. It looks the most basic. Most of my Monopoly boards are themed and everything. It does kind of have this car look to it where you can just kind of put all the pieces. Ooh, that even spins. Has the nice wooden pieces, and it looks like there's some gold painting on there. The cards are just a little bit tinted, give you kind of that old fancy rich look, and then the money is a little prettier. This is one of the first ones that they did where they were doing collector's edition Monopoly, so I kind of jumped on it, but I've had it for years. The board is it folds out all crazy just so it can fit in the box, but it looks exactly the same, or exactly like the other one, just all fancied out. Kind of has a marble look to it, a little more art in the background, and folds beautifully. We'll put that right in there, so it packages real nice. And this is just Monopoly 1935 to 2015. This came out in 2015. Just kidding. It is tokens through the decades, so it's kind of celebrating the different tokens as far as we got the horse, the cat. These aren't true, are they? Maybe they had a bathtub back then. But anyway, tokens through the decades. I don't know if I've actually ever played this one. This Seattle edition is one of my oldest ones. This is before they kind of went crazy with all the types of editions that they were going to do and all the themed ones. The pieces in this board are still the basic dog, horse, thimble, all the basic ones. But this time they've put like Boeing and Starbucks as the locations. So the look of it looks like a pretty basic one. It does have a nice little skyline of Seattle on it. The railroads and stuff this time are going to be, this is Washington State Ferries, you got Alaska Airlines, what do we got there? The Spirit of Washington, which I don't know if that's around anymore, that's a train thing. And then we've got the Port of Seattle, so kind of all travel type things there. Looks like our cheapest property is going to be the Space Needle, where the most expensive is Boeing. You got things like the Seattle Sounders, what else? The Edgewater, Elliott's. This looks like it probably went to different places and got sponsorship money. You got the Metropolitan Grill. I see Metropolitan Grill as the boardwalk on like Seattle in a box. So that switches up. But yeah, the pieces are going to be just the very basic green and red houses and hotels, and then the basic other ones. The money is Washington Mutual, and the titles and stuff will all be the specific city titles. The championship edition. This one here came with this trophy, which Sarah and I still display in the living room and have whose ever name is on there. This one is going to be, this one, it plays the same, but it does have a full-on scorecard to it, which you can just circle out here. Let's see, this is one that we've actually played. So when you fill these scorecards out, yeah, I guess you just kind of add up what you did and then the total of the money, rather than just counting the money in your hands. I don't know. Just a different way to play it. The houses and such, because it's the championship edition, are kind of gold and silver. It's got a special dice. It's probably got some special rule to it. I don't remember offhand. And then the board and the pieces look exactly the same as a normal Monopoly. The pieces do have a fancy velvet bag that we keep those in. And then the board itself, of course, is kind of gold and shiny, championship looking. But all of the properties are the same. The railroads are the same. It does look like they do have some cool gold trim to them. They do show the statue or the trophy on each corner there. So definitely gives you that championship edition feel to it. Folds beautifully. Go there. Golden bonus tokens edition. This is going to be just an absolute, it's not even unwrapped. I had another one of this. This is a gift. Looks exactly the same as the other ones. Looks like they're really celebrating their .com, so it says go online to play it. But it shows 5 new limited edition tokens, things like the cat, the guitar, the robot, the ring, and I can't see what that other one is. But then you have the wheelbarrow, the car, and all the other basic ones. This is going to be a completely different way to play, and they started doing these where they're like, oh, let's think of different ways to play Monopoly. They started doing credit card ones, so you weren't dealing with the cash, you just stuck the card in the machine, and I think this plays that way as well. But we'll take a look at it, and it's a little more funky as far as it does have a round board to it. This is the calculator, which I know needs batteries. This is the plus and the minus, so you put your credit card in there, they put their credit cards in there, and that's kind of how you do the deals of everything. Everything's got a much fancier look to it. The pieces are all clear with the images, but you still have the shoe, the hat, here's the boat, the dice are clear dice, so some really cool pieces. Here's the credit card looking thing that would just if you're player, let's see, you got different colors. So if I put one in there, and I put theirs in there, but then you do your little exchanges on it rather than actually dealing with money. And then the houses and hotels are a little fancier. They're kind of that crystal gel look. The board itself is going to be a round board. So realistically, it's a Monopoly board. It's got all the same spaces. They just look different. So like, here's Go, and then you've got your Mediterranean and your water, the water one's usually not there. So it switches up a little bit, but it is basically the same kind of layout. It just looks fun. And then you put that middle calculator right there and play it up. That's called Monopoly Revolutions. And here's kind of another little different way they chose to play it, kind of with tiles. Again, plays similar to Monopoly, but you build these little tiles, and then you have to build these, you build these little skyscrapers and things to see how long you can play. This is the map to it. It is called, it's just called Monopoly. I'm just going to play it off like they've never done that. This was encouraged by a clearance price. It wasn't terribly, it was all right. Like, we took the time to learn it and everything, but I think Sarah and I will never play it once. I'll show some themed ones, but this one's kind of awesome. This is one of my favorite ones. It's Pac-Man Monopoly, and the neat thing about this is this one actually comes with a little Pac-Man game, like the old school Pac-Man game. And you can actually play this. Do I have to turn it on somewhere? Oh, you got to stick your card in there to make it work. I can see the score there. But you actually play this, and it's part of the score to the game itself. The pieces are all the pieces are Pac-Man'd out, which are very, very cool. And then it plays differently. So you have these dot pieces with level 15 and things on the board itself. We'll take a look at. I imagine it looks just like you'd imagine it would. Yeah, a little mix of Monopoly and Pac-Man there. But yeah, I really, really enjoyed this one. It plays, it's a lot of fun to play, just the way it plays, and you get to play a little arcade as well. And then other different ways to play Monopoly. You've got Monopoly Pizza, and the Monopoly Pizza game. This plays completely different. If I remember right, you're actually that's funny. You're actually trying to make a pizza. So yeah, you take, and the pieces here are all pizza slices. Because you're going to take those pizza slices, and I'm pretty sure you're trying to, that's how you build your properties. And it looks like it's got, all sorts of pizza styles on it, or pizza ingredients, olives, eggplant, okay. A little mac and cheese, bacon. So pizza related foods, if you will. Got the money, the tokens are pizza related. You got Scooter, little pizza dude, a pizza itself, so a Parmesan grater, a cheese grater. Those are really funny, actually. So yeah, that's a fun. Oh, look at the. Oh, we did. And this pizza I can see has slits in it. So I think, oh, I can see the Monopoly M. Sometimes they make a lot of fun ones. This is not what I've opened because it's you gotta have the right kind of computer and program everything. It's just my Monopoly. You simply print out your own pieces and it plays the same as Monopoly. I have one similar to this that I did, and kind of build your own game and stuff, but didn't really mess around with this one. But I do have it. Monopoly Empire is basically Monopoly, but with brands that you recognize. The pieces are like the Xbox symbol, there's a movie code, there's a Ducati, so kind of just fancy things. And I believe you had to build, yeah, the pieces, oh that's fun. The tiles are like eBay, I can see. Paramount Pictures. So it's right at Miami. Let's take a look at the board. This board has holes in it, because I remember you get to put, yeah, you can put like building pieces and things onto it. Monopoly Empire. It's like Nerf, Transformers, Spotify, so kind of everything pop culture cool. Oh, here's these things. Oh, I bet you put those little tiles in these towers, and they go up 50 to 800. So you can see how you put that. Awesome. Monopoly Empire. And here we've got Monopoly Here and Now, the World Edition. This is another tin one here. This one's just going to be around the world stuff. It's literally all the pieces. It came actually, all of the pieces that you see around here are all the pieces that it came with. So kangaroos, those Russian dolls, the nesting dolls, safari hat, baseball, a camel, like just things from around the world. That was pretty cool. They highlight and show a little display of those. So you have like the penguin, the cactus, Route 66, an elephant, a karate guy. This is one of those credit card ones. So you use this as far as putting the card in, and there's all the property cards. But you can see it's the same thing. You got the green, you got the red. And then the towers here are all from around the world. You have everything from like Mayan temples to the pyramids. There's recognizable giant buildings here, and the way that they're structured as far as just different building types from around the world. So it's a very cool. It has a ton of the pieces, of course, all the pieces that were around there. Oh, and all the houses and stuff look different from around the world too. Some are huts, some are shacks. So you got all kinds of those. So very neat. Yeah. This one fits kind of tight because they made it where this plastic thing doesn't come out of the tin very easy. But it holds all in there nicely. Here and Now edition. Monopoly Millionaire is just another way to play Monopoly, essentially. It's going to be first to 1 million wins. The prices and everything are all a little higher than in the normal Monopoly board. Oh yeah, the pieces are a little different because the way the money works. So you got these round like bundles, which are hard cards on there. It's like Get a bunch of those, and then we have our properties, some fortune cards. These cool, like, jelly-looking houses and hotels. And then the pieces are going to be boats, planes, cars. Things that a millionaire owns. Oh, take a look at the millionaire board. Kind of fancy, flashy with diamonds and such. Basic go, jail, free parking, go to jail. And a very fun diamond shell box. This one here is a very special one as far as I got it in Amsterdam, and that was in the late 90s. So I was traveling around Europe in my backpack around Europe time, and in Amsterdam I saw this in the store and literally had a giant backpack with like everything I was living in for a number of months and everything there, and stuffed this thing in my bag and dragged it around Europe with me until eventually I came home, but kept it in great shape and everything. It is exactly like a normal Monopoly board, except that it's all in Dutch, I believe. That's what Amsterdam's language is. So there's really absolutely nothing stoner or Amsterdam about it, even though that's what encouraged me to buy it. I certainly didn't buy the one in Paris. But the board itself is just exactly the same as a classic Monopoly board, just simply in another language. Park Place and Boardwalk do mention a couple of places in Amsterdam, so those are always what you went for, but otherwise it's just different places around Denmark. Or home. Pieces are going to be all the same, basic shoe, car, all those. The money's the same. It does have a little bit of a fancier foreign look to it, if you will, and then the cards themselves also have a little tiny different look. Looks like red is kind of their theme. But yeah, really special board to me just because literally traveled around with me and brought it. I don't know if we ever busted it out there and played it. Probably. Traveling around, so that one's a special one. Going like theme world now. So like Nintendo, and these are all, Monopoly does two things. All the old school Monopoly have the longer boxes. So like this one, where the new school Monopoly used the smaller one. So that's kind of what the difference is there. I'll go through the way that they're piled up over here. I'm just going to kind of go through these styles. So we've got Nintendo, Nintendo 1. The money on all of the themed ones will be a little different. This has got Mario on it. The 500 probably has a different character. I'm not going to open it to find out, but ooh, the mystery. Pieces wise, it'll be Nintendo theme as far as white houses, red hotels, kind of gives that Nintendo feel to it. And then the pieces in here are going to be things like Koopa shells. There's a Mario head. There's a Zelda sword. A mushroom. So yeah, kind of Mario themed pieces or Nintendo themed pieces. I'll open up the board and take a look at it correctly. Alright, so it's all Nintendo themed, of course. You got Go here, and then it kind of goes from property value to the higher. So Mario and Luigi are the Boardwalk and Park Place, and then Wario and his partner are the poorer ones. Mediterranean and such. Looks like each property is themed from that in particular game. I'll see if I can do it. It's Animal Crossings. Looks like Kirby. Looks like Metroid. Looks like Mario. Looks like Donkey Kong, Zelda, And then the two main characters of Mario. The railroads are going to be Zelda, Mario Kart, Pikachu, and a gunship. So they're all vehicle things. I'm kind of teaching myself this right now. Oh, that's fun. The pipe and the piranha plant are the waterworks, utilities. So yeah, the theme ones are super fun. That is Nintendo.
It's me, Mario.
This is going to be a little of an older one. It's Star Wars. Although they started the whole thing, they did not slow down or stop. Any Star Wars movie that came out would do one on that in particular movie, and then would need to do another Saga edition. I do have a few Saga editions, but not a ton, and I certainly stopped collecting them. But they do really come with a lot of the neat pieces and things to them. This one probably has Darth Maul in it, which I'll buy in a second. It's like we got the Star Wars Saga edition, kind of flashy and silvery, very pretty packaging there. The characters in this are gigantic. They have nice holder to them. Sure enough, I can see my Darth Maul boy there. It's like we got, is that Grievous? For sure, we got Grievous. We got Leia from in her little Jabba outfit. Here, let's see this better. And we got Darth Maul. I think that's the Emperor. Yoda from Clone Wars. Darth Vader. Grievous. Luke. Leia from Jabba. And Obi-Wan. Younger Obi-Wan. Some cool characters there. Oh, this was neat. The houses on this one all look like those little Tatooine buildings. If you can see that, which were super fun. Ooh, let's not knock those over. And then the bad guy, or the hotels and such. It looks like you can be the dark side or not. And those are all going to be kind of Cloud City, Coruscant looking pieces. Very, very cool looking pieces, actually. The money, it's got a little bit of Stormtrooper language on it.
Your identification.
And I imagine a different character for each one of those. And then I can see Jedi with Mace Windu there. Imagine the other ones will be dark side. And then the property cards. I should take a look at the box, of course. Looks like I got this on the bottom. Kind of simple. Yeah, I've got Jedi and Sith cards is what we were seeing there. Then we got Go. It looks like we'll start off in Mos Eisley and finish off on Coruscant with the Senate. Oh, and you also have the Jedi Temple there. So Tatooine's considered the low end. Then we got Dagobah, Endor, and Beastman. Yavin 4 over there, Hoth. So it doesn't, I don't know if they're, I mean, they're certainly on the same planet. I don't think they're like movie separated. Alderaan, Corellia, Mon Calamari are the greens. Everybody the greens. I see Mace Windu. Oh, some neat. Oh, cool. The bounty is the bounty hunter. Oh, genius. So some good ones there. I'll keep it on the bottom. I felt that could be necessary. Again, very shiny, cool looking box. Guys would stick with some Star Wars as long as we got some Star Wars. So we're looking at Star Wars again. This one's going to be the new movie, newer movies, newer 3 movies. It looks like we got Kylo Ren and Finn in there. So this is probably the one right after the Force Awakens came out. Again, they're using the big. Oh, that's kind of neat. I didn't realize they're using the big size characters. Although their plastic swords and stuff are kind of bendy, so I can see they're just kind of plasticky. It's like we got Luke up on top, we got Vader, we got Finn, and we got Kylo Ren on the bottom. Money and everything. Looks like our houses and such are symbols. The Rebel and the Sith symbol, or the Empire symbol, excuse me. And then some Star Wars writing on that. Pretty basic. And then the board is actually shaped kind of funny. Oh. Little different shape to it for sure, but always, as all these Monopoly boards, you do have go to jail, free parking, and in jail. It looks like this is going to be more of the rebel side. There's probably other rules or maybe an extra dice. I also can see, yeah, you can definitely build off of these somehow. So it looks like it plays a little different. Just kind of awesome. Very pretty board to it though. Yeah, Star Wars, The Force Awakens. Team up, play together on the Rebel or the Empire side. So that's cool. Looks like you can play either the Rebel or the Empire side. This Star Wars one is going to be one of the older ones. This is when the movies were re-released years ago. You can see it also kind of has a neat sheen to it. If it hits the light right, a little rainbow action. Gotta love that. They used to put this fabric in all the Star Wars board games. They stopped doing that. Pieces on this one are actually kind of cool. This is, again, Star Wars is one of the first Monopoly ones, so this is one of the first times that they actually started shaping things. So the colors and stuff are kind of basic, but they do have Millennium Falcons, and they have Star Destroyers in there. It's like they also have some, regular houses and things like that, but I think if you could choose dark side or light side, and the houses were the squares, and then the hotels were the big ships. The note in here talks about how the pieces are pewter. This is kind of still when people weren't used to pewter pieces. And the pieces we have are Stormtroopers. Let's see, I can see an Emperor, Princess Leia. Oh, nice, Boba Fett. It's like Obi-Wan, C-3PO, so that's quite a few pieces to it. The money and stuff is going to still be pretty basic. It looks like it has Star Wars writing on it, but even the property cards and everything are pretty similar. They just say different locations, like this one's Yavin 4. Alrighty, and take a look at the board. Pretty board, kind of covering all your Star Wars basics there. You got go, jail, free parking. In jail, looks like Dagobah is the worst. Coruscant is the best again. They kind of, or no, Tatooine was the worst before, so Dagobah hits that out of the park. Where's Tatooine on this one? Here we go. Tatooine's our St. Charles places areas over there, so it got up there. Yavin and Endor stays here. The Death Stars of our Marvin Garden area. Looks like Cloud City's our Kentucky's area. So again, we got the Bounty Hunter under Bounty. I mean, how can you change that? And then it looks like our Community Chest and Chance cards are these emblems. It looks like the Rebels and the Empires there. So that is Star Wars. Use a little Ren and Stimpy action. This one, just by the shape of it, I can see it came out in the last 10 years. Money's fun on that one. We can see the horse. I would have to imagine all the money's got different characters on it. Fire hydrant, mortgaged, blammo. So definitely some shout outs. Oh, is that the log thing? The blammo? It totally is. The pieces, the tokens are gonna be. Looks like we got a Toast Day piece there. I don't know much about Ren and Stimpy, sadly, but that's a character from Ren and Stimpy. I can see Ren or Stimpy there. There's the toast thing. Oh, you know what? That's soap. I think wasn't there a soap scum day or something? That's what that is. And then a nipple. I bet that's a nipple before anything else knowing Ren and Stimpy. And then, oh, it's Log. I know Log. I know a little bit. And then the colors are kind of Ren and Stimpy color now. So that's a super fun one. That's going to be more of a Sarah favorite. All right, take a look at the board. I bet it's beautiful. I got. It is indeed adorable. So it looks like our. Again, I don't know a lot about Ren and Stimpy, but it looks like our Ren Snaps and Hungry Baboon is the lower valued, and then Happy Happy Joy Joy and Powdered Toastman are the highest valued, and I actually am familiar with those, so that makes sense. The railroads, we got a space rocket. The art on these is super fun. We got a sausage cart. We've got a, what is that? Croc Austinity bus of sorts. And then a rubber nipple cart. I did see the rubber nipple, I was right. Ooh, there's Blammo from the Log thing. Some kitty litter. I know kitty litter is their thing too. So yeah, good old Ren and Stimpy. Goes in there nicely. So yeah, you got Log. Oh, Muddy Mud Skipper, Rubber Nipple, Nose Goblin. Oh, I thought that was one of the main characters. I was totally off. Bar of Soap and Cinnamon Toast. Alright. I don't know what a Nose Goblin is. Somebody tell me that. Alright, and then we got Beatles, Yellow Submarine here. It's a very pretty one. This is going to be... Yeah, we got a little yellow and blue as far as the themed color for them. The pieces are a little on the smaller side, but I gotta figure out how to light these pieces up later. But who do we have? We've got this Captain. From that, we got the Nowhere Man, we got the Yellow Submarine, we got a little love. I can see the Sergeant Pepper's symbol. And a glove. The glove. The money has, well, I can see the glove there on it. Same kind of thing we've seen, just for the Yellow Submarine. That's all in there. Let's take a look at the board. Oh, that's a very pretty one. Oops. Looks like we have the Pier House in Hope Street, which was in the beginning when they were kind of going through the Liverpool and such. I think that's where we saw those. And then, of course, Boardwalk is going to be Yellow Submarine. Oh, and Liverpool is actually Park Place. That's fun. There is no money exchanged. I can see little hearts, which is adorable. You still go to jail. Free parking, go to jail on these themed ones. And just visiting and go often look exactly the same. And they have the railroads appear to be each one of the people in the band, the Lonely Hearts Club band. The Trumpet Train, Trombone Express, the Flute Railroad, and Tuba Line. You do have some of that cool Yellow Submarine art that you saw in the movie as well. Little Nothing Is Real is going to be community chest. That's very fun. And then It's All in the Mind is Chance. And then vice versa. That is a very pretty one. That is why I probably collected it. I mean, you look up online, pretty much anything you're going to find a Monopoly board on. But they're gorgeous. They do some really nice art on them. Oh, Pirates of the Caribbean. This one was going to be an earlier one. I'm not really sure. This may have been a gift. Because I like the Pirates, but I wouldn't have bought a Monopoly board. It is an older one. Year-wise, early 2000s, probably. I've had it for a very, very long time. I like and it's Stranger Tides, so it's not even the first one, so yeah. Something to encourage that. Very cool board though. Kind of has a wooden look to it. We got the Spanish Castle gates, and the Spanish Castle hallway is our lower value. We got the Fountain of Youth and the entrance to the Fountain of Youth. Treasure and Curses. So yeah, it's a cool game. Yeah, Pirates of the Caribbean theme. I'm not even going to do it. I imagine it looks exactly the same there. Here, we'll do this little action. And our pieces are going to be... Looks like we got the Fountain of Youth, Chalice, the Sword of Triton, the Mermaid Coffin, Jack's Voodoo Doll, Angela's Ring, and Jack's Compass. Looks like there's a couple of cards where you can play it a little different. It does include the 60-minute speed play rules. I didn't know that was a thing. People are tired of the longness of Monopoly. But nonetheless, a pretty Monopoly game. I can see a Sarah encouraged one. We do have a little Street Fighter action going here. Yeah, this is exactly that. It's just going to hit the back first. Our characters we have is Ryu. We got Bison there, Blanca. What's that say? Hadoken? Is that right? Oh, it's a fireball as a Hadoken. Hunley's wrist cuff. And then Vega's mask. Hadoken. Should be sort of round one fight. It's kind of neat. Each one of these seems to have, and some of these are still the rectangle boards. These aren't the new ones, but they put a lot more love, I think, into the rectangle than the older ones before they started just popping these out. The front board is really nice on this one. Just the art. It's got a ton of the Street Fighter characters in it. The Street Fighter Collector's Edition.
The world is holding its breath in anticipation! This is going to end in violence!
Look, the money, I can see Bison right there off the bat. Looks like the house colors are red and just gray. Nothing too fancy about them. They look like normal houses and hotels. Kind of a copper look to the characters themselves. Very, very, very active board. Really pretty. A lot of ink inside. If you get that glare off there. Looks like we got some dojo and a wrestling ring as our lower valued, and then we got the Shadowloo headquarters. Another Gokins dojo, which I imagine are pretty important characters. We did do a little bit more text on like the go to jail, free parking, or go to jail, just visiting, free parking, and go. I can see that little bit of an Asian slang to the text to it. This is such a full board. You got random select and bonus stage. That's kind of fun as far as what the cards are called. The airline or the trains are airlines. It says Shadowloo Airlines Southern Route, Shadowloo Air Eastern, Northern, and Western. Appreciate that. It's gotta be fun to make these games, sit there and think of ideas. Here's something pretty random, but I was a big fan of American Chopper. And yeah, they sure did a Monopoly board of it and jumped all over it. This is when their father and son were still getting along. I think if I remember right. Yeah, inside of it. And Mikey, the brother, was no longer with the show. I mean, that's just a great shot of all of them that you just won't see. Here, we'll check this one out. A lot of gray and silver to the look of the houses and hotels. Looks like we have, dude, I don't remember the main guy's name, but it's him. We got a motorcycle, a custom motorcycle. Got a helmet, like a welder's helmet, I think that is. Yep. Looks like we got a wheel of sort. Or maybe that's a trophy. And then, who's that? Oh, did Mikey get his own piece? Sure, Mikey with his coffee cup and everything like that. So Board. Oh, isn't that nice? The family picture. Lower value, got the Crimson Chopper. Oh, that's not right. Yeah, there's Crimson Chopper and Old School Chopper. And then the Black Widow bike. That's when that Black Widow bike was everything to them. Just like featured all over their show. Alright. Gotta do something. Showing the pieces. X-Men. Looks like it's just the morning cartoon X-Men. Looks like you can be a villain in a quest for world domination, or be an X-Men hero defending life as we know it. So you get a bit of an option there.
Let's go, bub.
We'll take a look at the board of this one. Very X-Men-y looking. Kind of looks like the movie logo. But it is, I assure you, all the comic book version. Reflection off of there. Looks like we got Vanisher and Toad as the lower value, and then Wolverine and Phoenix is the higher value.
Tornado Claw.
That's probably pretty true. We got X-Copter. We got the Sentinel ship. The Blackbird Mark I and the Blackbird Mark II as our railroads. Good Mutants are going to be our community chest. Pieces. Dice on this one are fun because they're clear. You can see right through them. And then the pieces, what do we have? It's like we got Storm, Magneto, Wolverine I'm sure is in there. And then the houses are kind of a gold. Excellent colors. Muppets.
The Muppet Show!
The Muppets. Dude, it's got a great shot of Animal. Looks like his teeth. Looks like we got a yellow and green theme to it. That would make sense. And I can see the chef flinging some food. And then the property cards. Everything's kind of nicely colored. Very Kermit green. There's Ralph on a community chest card or so. We'll take a look at the board. There's those play fast rules. Everybody's in such a hurry. Alright, not surprising, a very, very pretty board. Got our lower ones is going to be the SS Swine Trek. Aw, the pigs in space, they get the lowest, come on. And then Kermit the Frog Swamp is the highest value, which isn't totally surprising. Miss Piggy's dressing room is up there in high value. And Veterinarian, come on! Both of these are great skits. This does look like it concentrates on the Muppet Show, which is kind of fun. Animals drum set. I guess it's just kind of basic Muppets. It is all Muppet Show. No, because that's from the movie. So yeah, it's just random Muppets.
Well, that was different. Yep, lousy, but different.
Our pieces that we get here are Miss Piggy, Kermit the Frog, Gonzo, Fozzie Bear, Animal, and the Swedish Chef. And then they show the little thing. I like this kind of setup for these Monopoly boards. They started getting all wacky and weird with them. And they just didn't fit in a nice, beautiful stack. Just kidding. But The Walking Dead's an excellent example of just being a square box. I think this is the most square box I have on the Monopoly board, but they're going to randomly make a square one. It's exactly the same as far as the pieces. It looks like it has a fancy bag. Is it really? Is that right? I don't know if I believe that. Does that make sense? Or did I just put a fancy bag on it? I think I might have put a fancy bag. My mind is blown. Alright, let's take a look at the board. Oh, that's right. It's The Walking Dead, the comic book. Because for a while, we really enjoyed The Walking Dead, but there wasn't any certain Monopoly board out for it. The comic book stuff was out. I think there is one out for it now. I'm sure there is, actually. Yeah. Lowered value. It looks like you got Atlanta's camp. And then Alexandria Safe Zone is the... I don't know a lot about the comic. I assume it's similar to the movie. But it's cool. Good art to it. Obnoxiously in a square, gigantic box. Just doesn't fit very well. Although most board games these days come in these kind of boxes. But I'll do a whole nother show on board games in general. Continuing, here we'll do a little Avengers action. We got, it looks like Avengers comic book style. I can see the tokens. Easy to show you, actually. Oh, whoa, this isn't all bagged up. That's amazing. Tokens look to be just monocolor characters. The Hulk, Captain America, Iron Man, the basics. It's almost so disappointed myself. This isn't beautifully packaged like most of them. Looks like there's tons of these little pieces, probably used as some sort of score thing. Let me show you the Hulk. Does he have articulation? The Hulk. It looks like we got Thor there. Looks like we got Cap. Oh no, that's Iron Man. Did Iron Man see? Oh, cute. They even gave that Arrow guy a shout out. We got a third dice with different things on it. So it looks like you roll to do some sort of power. The money is easier to show the stuff when you all run out. And the board, well, sure, it's got to obnoxious to be a little like the A. Oh yeah, that's the X-Men one. You still got your go, just visiting, free parking. Looks like we got villains on there, and then shield. What is that representing? Oh, I think. Gosh, there's such a short board. So I guess if this is Go, the Avengers Tower would be considered, that makes sense. And then Manhattan's considered crap. That makes sense. Oh, there's Wakanda. Avengers Mansion. I gotta make them this short. I like them all loose. Oh, I got money coming out. This will be a quick one because it happens to be unopened. There's AC/DC. We'll take a look at the back. Awesome AC/DC art. It looks like one of the cards is Backtracks, and then we have Bonfire. It has the cannon, Dynamite, the bell, Lightning Bolt, Angus's hat, and then a stack of cash. Or stacks of cash. That's really funny. And that's AC/DC in a nutshell. Really nice board. I love AC/DC. It's one of the boards that I bought. I'll play it someday maybe, but it's just an awesome board. I don't do that too often with them. I think I have, I got one more like that to show. The Office is a fun one. I'm a big fan of The Office, so I had to get the Monopoly board, but hadn't played it yet, essentially. The pieces we got too, it looks like we got the White's bobblehead, that's fun. The Bacon Grill, Ham's Candy Dish, it's unnecessary. Best Boss Mug, Princess Unicorn and Beat. There's some interesting tokens. It's like the dollar's got Dwight on it. That's fun. Yeah, Office. The Simpsons. This is one of the first ones where they started doing themed ones. So like even the tokens are like 6 collectible pewter tokens. Let's see if cute little map here of Springfield. Really like that. Nice. We got yellow and blue for the hotels and the houses. The pieces are on the smaller side. Looks like we got the alien there, which is fun. Red dice. Everything. Looks like it plays normally, just like Monopoly would. I can see Bart in a little go-kart. The three-eyed fish. And I think that's... Oh, that's Homer, of course. That's Homer. Sesame Street. This is the 35th anniversary edition, which is fun because I think they're right now celebrating their 50th, I'm pretty sure, which would make sense. I got this a long time ago. Big Sesame Street fan, so again, I think, yeah, definitely I played this one. Really nice. Some of these, the way that they do these little innards are really, really nice. Just looks like it has a quote from everybody. Which lovable furry monster's alter ego is fumbling but determined superhero? Super Grover. Oh, nice. We got Bert on the 10 there. This looks like we got some nice pictures on the community chest ones. Normal green and red. Computer figures, I can see Bert there. Here, let's take a look at the back. Oh, let's see the board. Very nice Sesame Street board. We got the whole crew on the front there. Looks like 1, 2, 3 Sesame Street is considered our boardwalk. A couple block parties going on for the community chest. And then Street Smarts will be the chance. Guy Smiley, I'm glad to see you. Same kind of art with the go to jail, free parking. We got Big Bird and Ernie and Bert and Super Grover. That makes me super happy. Then we got Cookie Monster and Oscar the Grouch. This little square thing looks like it plays pretty normal. Metallica. I like some of these rock ones. They're super fun. This deals with Metallica in their little comic book form. I've certainly seen these images quite a bit, so they, you don't see much of the real band names. It's just kind of in the cartoon form, which is fine. That's super fun. We even got their little, like, their fans. A lot of that going on. The pieces. Got your Metallica logo on the money. I think that's on all the monies. And then, oh, this is fun. So hotels look like stadiums. And what are the small ones? What is that? Is that just a smaller venue? Oh no, it's a knob. It's a guitar, like an amp knob. Alright, that works. And then, yeah, little stadiums are going to be the hotels. I mean, here I'll pull out a pewter. Oh, there's the snake from the Black Album. And then you can see there's the little Metallica symbol there. Some neat pieces. What else do we have? Looks like we got a fist, because they rock so hard. And then we got a devil head. What else? The hammer. And kill them all. Let's take a look at That's pretty cool. Actually, Jump in the Fire is one of the chances or community chests. And then Binge and Purge is community chest. It actually looks like the community chest. 7th Avenue. Wow, is that like Minnesota, 7th Avenue? First Ave. Yeah, it'd be First Ave, 7th Street. Okay. And then Santa Monica Boulevard. Kind of very, very basic. I mean, that looks good and everything. It's them in concert, but there's really not a lot going on with the properties or anything like that. Still, it's a Metallica set, so that's kind of awesome. It plays normal, no special rules there. American Idol. Yeah, American Idol. So this is My American Idol edition. You can choose over 50 top American contestants. You be the judge. It does have, I can see a TV that says American Idol, and then also the American Idol logo there is a couple of the pewter pieces. This has a ton of things going on because it does not play the same. You build your own American Idol contestant. So it has these labels here I've never taken off. Are they stickers? Well, they're kind of a soft plastic, so I'm not sure if they're not necessarily, yeah, title deed removable labels, so you can stick them on and off. And then everybody's name, AC Young. If you're a true American Idol fan, you'll recognize most of them. And this is kind of awesome. This has the same removable labels, but they look like stamps. It's actually all the American Idol characters. And not all of them, but everybody who participated in this game. I know Ruben Studdard, and I know Justin. Maybe it is all of them. Kelly Clarkson. So it may be. I mean, it's a bunch of them, although it's been on for years. It's got a ton of like being an idol, judge comments. I can see there's a little glitter to the houses and hotels there. The pieces are a star. Ryan Seacrest is in there. Yeah, Ryan Seacrest has a Monopoly piece. I wonder if he knows that. It says test your knowledge. Oh, this is just a random quiz. That's super funny. And let's take a look at the board. Still has his paper inside. Kind of a basic board. Concentrates on the My Edition aspect to it. So none of these have pictures in them. I would have to imagine that you get to take, you just create your own. Look, host fee. That's hilarious. Ryan's got a host fee. And then we got Randy and Paula. Hilarious that there is no Simon in this case. He's like, I don't want to be a part of that board. That is a lot of fun. And then we got our Railroads Pop, Country, Soul, and Rock. I enjoy that. But yeah, that is definitely a different Monopoly version. Maybe if my friend Greg visits me, he'll play it with me. Otherwise, I don't see that one getting played too much. That definitely does not play like normal Monopoly. I guess it kind of does, just different pieces. Alright, who doesn't love Friends? I love Friends. And there we've got our Friends Monopoly board. Comes with the T-Rex, pizza, I suppose, Monica's hat, Phoebe's guitar, a purse or a bag, and I'm going to say Monica's chef coat. Oh, cute. The houses are going to be a couch and then coffee cups for the... Or no, houses are coffee cups, hotels are couches. That one's laid out kind of nice. The money, kind of basic money. Does it have any Friends action on it? Yeah, it does. It's got Phoebe's guitar and things. We'll take a look at the board. On this board here, pretty basic. No pictures or anything. It has the basic Friends thing. Apartment 19, apartment 20, which everybody knows is their apartments. That's super neat that they put that for the cards. Monica gets a roommate. That's considered the lowest, although that's when... Oh, I see. They're just going with the timing. And the last one, part 2. Wow, the last one, part 1 and 2, gets the high ones. That's pretty cool. Phoebe gets married. They do a lot of the last episodes in the end here. Alright, I'm just enjoying it. Sorry. Joey's boat is a railroad. We got Monica's sports cards, a railroad. Phoebe's grandma's taxi. And Relaxy Taxi. I vaguely remember that one. Central Perk, cool. pay $200 to hang up there. That's probably not far off if you get a coffee from Central Perk in New York. Yeah. The Friends one. We got Disney. Now this is the Disney edition. There is Princess edition. There is Villains editions. And then every movie edition. This is just the general Disney edition. Although I've seen a new edition that has like the castle and stuff you can build in the middle. It is gorgeous. I see Scrooge McDuck on the 500. That's kind of awesome. And then it looks like we got property cards. Oh, cool. The houses are the dwarf huts. Beautiful. And then the hotels are the Disney castle. Love it. Computer pieces are a pretty good size, actually. I can see Alice in Wonderland there. There's the Tarzan boy. Lady and the Tramp. Cinderella, maybe. Pinocchio? Yeah, you're Pinocchio. And then Dumbo. So some classics, some beautiful blue Disney looking dice in there. Is that just yeah, it's just instructions. Let's take a look at the board. Ooh, this one's gorgeous. It's got a shimmer like the cover does. Reflects and makes beautiful shimmeriness. We got Tarzan on the low end. That's probably not far off. And 101 Dalmatians on the high end. Looks like just all the movies are the different properties. Magic Moments are going to be our community chest. It looks like real. What's the other one? Magic Wand. Is that true? That's not true. Magic Moments and Showtime is going to be our chance and community chest. But this one's shiny. Got Buzz Lightyear up in here. Beauty and the Beast. Hercules unicorn guy. Or Pegasus, excuse me. Lion King, Mulan. Yeah, very cool. Oh, the railroads is I see Cruella de Vil's vehicle, Cinderella's pumpkin coach, Captain Hook's pirate ship, and Aladdin's flying carpet. Those are good choices for vehicles. This is going to be an older one technically. I think early 2000s I probably got that one. This one here is called Here and Now. America has voted. This one's kind of fun because it's talking about here and now, but it's, I think, from the early 2000s or whatnot. So the here and now has certainly changed. Not early 2000s, like 2010. But like they have things like flip phones, laptops, McDonald's French fries, a plane that's a certain type, this coffee cup. Like here and now 10 years ago is way different than here and now. So it's kind of funny to get these ones. I have, what's the other one I have? I have another older one that's got pieces that were like that. I'll have to rewind this tape and see. Just kidding. Oh yeah, let's take a look at the board. Of the here and now. It's kind of Disney looking actually. Looks similar to the box cover. Ooh, fun. I see the railroads. I see LAX. What's that one? O'Hare International. Is that Texas? John Kennedy. That one's Texas. No, JFK is New York. No, Atlanta. Yeah. So yeah, it's just different places from around the country. It looks like we got Jacobs Fields, Cleveland's on the lower end, Times Square, New York, Texas Stadium in Dallas is on there. We've got the archways, things, San Francisco, Golden Gate Bridge, Wrigley Field, so famous things around the country. Liberty Bell over there. The pieces to this one. now we're looking at For Millennials. This is Monopoly for Millennials. For a second, this was kind of hard to get. I think it's much, much easier now, or it's impossible. It could have gone either way. But it's literally just made for millennials. It's kind of making fun of them. It says on there, forget real estate. You can't afford it anyway. It just deals with like recycling, and the object of the game is to travel around the board, reaching experience rather than money. The pieces... You got the Monopoly Man, a bicycle, a hashtag symbol, sunglasses, what's that? An emoji. So, and the money is likes. It's very funny. And I can see Instagram symbols on there, but yeah, it's literally likes or not likes. Let's take a look at the board. Looks like it does have real money, so the likes and not likes are just part of it. The board it's pretty. Very rainbowed out. Big, easy to read text for our millennials. Looks like we have things like farmers markets, thrift shopping, animal rescue, live, work, loft, week-long meditation. Yes, it's very, very millennial based, kind of poking fun. But it's very good. It's fun. It's a collector's item at this point. Okay. All right, Monopoly for Millennials.